everybody, it's Mark again, and I am here on a Wednesday, the 20th of August. What a day, what a morning. What's so special about today? Well, it is actually my birthday, so I am officially older than I was last year. Hey, never mind. Right, let's give a few moments for everybody to appear. I'm just going to log into my Facebook account here just to make sure everyone's around, so bear with me. We've got a few people here already. Let me just have a look at some of those lovely comments. Thank you. We should be going live on Facebook and YouTube, so I'm just checking that everything's working okay, and it looks pretty good to me, so which is really, really cool. I'll just turn that down. We don't want to repeat of volume. That's definitely not on. So yes, so I am obviously Mark Alexander, and is that working right? Right. Okay. Yeah. And today I will be having a bit of a crafty chat with you. I do have my coffee, so if you've got your coffee here, have a drink. If you like and subscribe to the channel, that always makes a difference. So thank you for anyone who does. Excuse me. So yeah, kind of a strange day to have a birthday on a Wednesday. Doesn't seem like a midweek birthday, but I am obviously working today, so long gone are the days where I would have a day off on my birthday. Never mind. As you get older, you don't celebrate them quite as much. So I'm just going to have a look at some of these comments now, so thank you. Let's have a look at this here. Where's it gone now? Ah, comments, right. Sorry, I'm just reading all the comments, so thank you very much. Thank you, Barry. Thank you for your happy birthday wishes. Barry sang me a happy birthday this morning. Deirdre and Fiona were too scared, obviously, with their beautiful singing voices to join in. Never mind. Hey, I'm sure you can do it again tomorrow. Right, who else is here? We've got loads of people here. We have got Maxine, Pippa, Jane, Kerry, Katrina, Jackie, and Hazel. So Hazel was first off the post there. So nice to see Hazel as well. Today I am going to, what am I going to do today? Right, we set the design team a challenge, and this was to recreate their favourite music album cover. Album covers aren't so prominent these days because obviously they're CD or they're digital these days, but I still like, you know, physical 12-inch album covers. They look absolutely amazing. So it was a case of that, choose your favourite artist or album cover and kind of recreate that using visible image stamps. Now, not so much that's going to be identical. It could be the look of the colours, the feel of the layout. It was just your interpretation of that album cover. It was a great idea. It was something different to do. So today is my turn at doing that. I know. I think I've done something similar in the past, possibly many years ago, but I did it subconsciously, so it wasn't an actual thing. So I thought I would do that today, and yeah, maybe we will give out a prize. I'm sure we didn't say what the prize was going to be today, but it's going to be a good prize. They're always good prizes. We'll do a giveaway, so I will create something today, and maybe you've got to guess as to what the album cover actually is. That's a good one, actually, yeah. I'll do the album, my interpretation of an album cover, and you've got to try and guess what actually my interpretation is from. So that will be the prize today. So get your thinking caps on and have a look. So today, what stamps am I going to be using? That's a good question. Let's have a look. So I've got a couple of nice stamps here. This is a great set. Let's go to camera 2. Yeah, this is a great set. This is an A5 set. This is a larger set. Is it 6x8 for my American friends? Nice set. It's called Into the Woods. We've got this gorgeous large tree. We've got some lovely owls there. We've got the words grow stronger, stay grounded, and we've also got be true to your roots. Now what I like about this is that these are all obviously individual stamps. Let me just get the stamp packaging. I'll just turn that over so you can see there. So as you can see from the front, it's not clear that these are two separate stamps. So you have the front one and then you have one for the background as well. I mean, you can use them independently or use them together, entirely up to you. But it's a really, really cool set. Now you can see how much I've used this because I think it's a fantastic set and I love that tree as well. So, so yeah, I'm going to do that. Any idea what I'm going to do yet? No. That's good. Thank you for your birthday comments. Thank you very much. I do appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So today I am going to use this one, but I'm not going to use the sentiments of this one. I'm going to combine it because obviously I'm trying to be inspired by the album cover. So I am kind of mixing up something that could be for autumn or any occasion where it's dark and night or you want something a bit different. I'm going to mix that up with, I'm taking a sentiment from the Christmas Wishes set. Again, another really, really cool set. I do like that, an awful lot in it. Let me just show you that one as well. Yeah, so we've got lots and lots of sentiments in there. And it's just a great set. A little bit more grungy, clean and simple. Again, you can do whatever you want with this one, and I do like that. So I'm going to use one of those sentiments on it. Not because the album cover has a Christmas sentiment on it, but it has that kind of handwritten scripty font on it. So I thought I'd use that in the background. I'm just reading some of the comments here as well. Let's have a look here now. So we have we've got visible image going well. You're really busy there, so that's really cool. Right, what I like to do, let's have a look and log into my YouTube on my. Right, let's have a look. So right, let's carry on with this. So first things first, I'm just reading some of the comments. I have another drink of coffee because we're not in exactly a rush here. I'm just reading some of these lovely comments. I'm just going to have a drink. So let's have a look at some of these comments, shall we? Wow. Thank you very much. Whoever put the links in, I do appreciate you for doing that. It's quite hard to do it on the fly here. Jane is saying that her DT album uses the same. Do you really? I hope it's not the same one, Jane. I hope it's not the same one. It can't be. No, it can't be, surely. We kind of thought the same thing. Because I haven't seen yours, so I don't know. And Jane was saying it was a fun challenge. Dawn, thank you, Dawn. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Beverly as well. Thank you. And Maxine as well. So thank you, everybody. I do appreciate that. Now, I'm just hoping that Jane has not used the same. I don't think she will have done, but you never know. If by a weird miracle that I have done the same thing in my head as you have, Jane, I do apologise because I have not seen what you've done. I presume it's not going to be, but yeah, you never can tell. You never can tell. I'm hoping it's not going to be the same thing. Right. So that's what I'm going to use. So let's get cracking, shall we? Let's create something. What has everyone else been up to as well, by the way? I have been busy designing. I'm also, what else am I doing? Oh, I'm off to Peterborough tomorrow. So a bit of a day trip. So normally I've got to Redditch, but I'm going a bit further. And I'm going to go to Peterborough to where they actually, where have I gone now? Sorry, there we go. I'm going to Peterborough tomorrow to visit the factory where they make all the stamps and the stencils. So that's going to be really cool. I haven't been up there for a long time. They have actually moved to different premises, larger. So they've got some really cool products over there. They've even got some like 3D printing machines as well, which is really cool. That's very interesting. So we'll be having a look at that as well. But it's nice to be able to see where all those things are actually made. So that's going to be very interesting. So I do like that. Right, let's crack on. So the first things first, I'm going to get my stamping platform, and I've already got the stamp from the set onto my stamping platform there. Put this to one side. So we'll just open this up now, and let's have a look here. So we'll open this up, and now let's start with where I'm going to go with this one. So I am this time I'm going to stamp this with Versamark, which is my clear sticky ink, and I am going to emboss this in white. So that's first things first. I'll get my glasses. I'm just reading the comments as I'm doing this. Maxine saying she may have to pop in and out. Oh, I hope everything goes okay with your hospital appointment. Jane is saying, I really hope it's not the same, but I doubt it's the same. No, right, maybe not then. Okay. I doubt it. Right, we'll see where we're going with this. So it will be very interesting, Jane, because no, it cannot be. I daren't look in the album now. Right, so again, 100% have not seen what you've done. So as I'm doing it, let me know if it is or not. Not a lot I can do about that now. Right, so again, plenty of clear ink onto here. Again, using my standard platform. We're just going to go. All I can say, Jane, is I presume that as I'm doing this, you will know instantly whether it is or it isn't, but I'm not sure it's going to be. Yeah, yes, Maxine, a day trip to the factory. Yeah, it'd be really cool, actually. It is working, but yeah, it'd be nice to see the people who make the products as well. And it's just everything's changed over the years, especially since when I first started making stamps myself. But yeah, it's all change, all good, change for the good. Right, so let's just go over this once more. I want that nice and juicy. Right, so let's take this off now. You probably can't see. You may just be able to slightly see the imprint of the image there. If we just hold it at an angle there. Okay, we're looking good with that. Now I'm just going to get some embossing powder. This I'm going to use some white. So we've got some nice white, and this is the Wow one, which is my white of choice. And just sprinkle that over. Now, you probably really should use a anti-static pad, but we're just gonna go with it. There. Oh, you can just see that now. That's cool. Right. Maybe just brush off a few of those excess parts of the white embossing powder. Sometimes you get little speckles there. I'm not going to worry too much about that. That's all good. Just brush off any excess there. And we'll move that to one side. Oh, are you guessing as I'm creating it? Let's have a look. Is it Pink Floyd? No, it's not Pink Floyd. No. Or Fleetwood Mac. No, it's not either of those either. People are guessing now. So, and it's fun because what I won't do is we'll give it a few days for people to watch, to re-watch it back, and obviously comment your guess as to what I'm actually creating. The one who guesses closest or gets it, we'll send them a prize, or whoever gets closest. Jackie's here saying Led Zeppelin. Do you know what? I'm going to have to look at some of these album covers now to see what you're talking about and as to why you think it's Led Zeppelin. Yeah, it'd be interesting. It's nice to have people. Music is such a a personal thing, and everybody likes different music, and that's great. I love that as well. So I'm just getting my heat tool. And we're just going to heat this up now. Normally I would heat from the bottom, but today I'm doing it from the top. So hopefully, Jane, you did not do yours in white, because I'll be getting worried that it is the same thing, but it probably isn't. Okay. Right, so we have a tree in white. Now we're going to have to add to that because obviously like that isn't good enough. So we're going to have to get our blending tools out and we're going to get some ink and we're going to get nice and inky, which is nice. Right, so the colours I'm going to use today, let me move this out of the way. So we have, I've got some different coloured blues. Jackie's here, late to the party. Whatever the music quiz. It's not a music quiz, Jackie. What we're doing is I am recreating an album cover from whatever one of your favourite albums can be. This was a thing that we did for the DT, which is really cool. Again, whatever favourite music you're into, try and recreate the album using visible image stamps. Whether it be the colours, that's the feel of it, or the actual stamps themselves, or a combination of the two. You just got to get the feel that that was the inspiration for that particular card. So this is where I currently am. There we go. Right up to date there, Jackie, right up to date. So I've got a few different blues here, and I'm just wondering what my darkest blue actually is. It doesn't matter, it's fine. So I'm going to get some blues out, and we'll see where we go with that. So I'm going to start with the blueprint sketch. I think we'll go over the top of this with my blueprint sketch. I'm just going to go over there. Of course, I'm kind of doing this from memory as well, so I'm hoping that this will work out well. Somebody's saying, is it Wham? Well, no, it's not Wham. I don't think most people who are about 20 odd know who Wham are, Jackie. Oh, well, Jane is saying she didn't use blue, so it's definitely not the same one. Right, okay. Thank you, Jane. That's good to know. Okay. So I'm just getting a few extra blues out here. And again, we're just going in with that blueprint sketch colour first. And I'm going to go darker with some of the others as well. So I'm just choosing. Now, I would possibly maybe use a different one, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'm using the same tool for them all. Again, this colour is darker here, and it's nice to be able to kind of again use colours that I haven't used in a long time. I say this every week, but it is so nice to be. So I'm using this one as well. Which one was it? Faded Jeans. Is that darker? Faded Jeans. Oh, that is darker. Again, just using those different blues to get that colour that you're after. So I'm just mixing these up now. And you know, if it's not going to be dark enough for you, then don't forget you can just keep on going till you get that colour you're really after. So I'm just going around here. Just keep on blending there until you get the colour that you're really looking for. This is the kind of fun therapeutic part of it, which I really enjoy doing. Again, definitely dark and moody, isn't it? That's the album cover though, so we'll carry on going with that. Again, it's nice to be able to try and recreate something, and it's like out of your comfort zone, because obviously you're trying to do something that just it's not the same, but it's got that feel of whatever inspired you, and it's great for inspiration as well. Just seeing something else and then going, you know what, let me just try and recreate that. I think that would be a good thing to do in the kind of group anyway, which is really cool. Now, the design team have started posting some of their makes. So do please check the group. If you're not a member of the group, please do think about joining it, because it's great for inspiration as you're going. I've got inky prints here, so that's fine. I'll put my hand over here and we'll just cover it as we go in. Again, if it's not dark enough, then I'm going to bring in one of my other colours here. I'm going to bring in some black soot as well. because I think we should add in something really dark in there. So I'm just going to carry on going round until I've got the colour that I'm really after. So just keep on going. Again, just keep on blending those colours there. Again, you haven't got to be an expert at this as well, so I'm just reading a few of the comments here. Everyone's starting to guess now. Folklore Taylor Swift is excess Joshua Tree. Joshua Tree would have been a good one, but no, I actually thought about doing the Joshua Tree. Rox, so you're hiya Rox. So yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice to that was my first choice, but I'm thinking that might have been a bit too easy. But maybe not. Maybe this one is not as easy as I think it's going to be. So I'm just going to go over that now. As you can start to see, it's starting to take shape with colour. Again, just kind of keep on going over those colours until you get the desired look that you're going for. Now, you could use sprays if you wanted to, but I'm kind of going back to basics and old school, you know. This is kind of how most people start, and kind of most people are still doing lots of projects, and it's a great way to do it. So I'm just going to go around here. Again, now, if we want it darker, what you're going to need to add in is another colour. So I'm going to use this black in a second, and I'm after a bit of a vignette around here as well, so hopefully the edges will become a lot darker soon. And just keep on going around until we've got something that we like. So I'm just putting this piece of card over here because it's quite easy to get your fingerprints on there, which I did. So we're starting to create something that's going to start to look quite good. Now, you've got to be careful adding your black in, but this will really kind of hopefully make a difference to how it looks. So I'm just going to kind of go in with that black there. And again, don't forget to, you know, sometimes if you don't have that darker blue, these colours will blend together and mix as well. So you can see how much darker that's going now, which is good. You want your eye again to be drawn into the center of your card that you're creating there. So we're starting to get something very dark there, which is nice. And I want that tree to stand out. I really do want that tree to stand out. So we're kind of going in the right direction here. And again, I'm just going around there. Keep on going until you get the desired colour that you're after. Well, do you know what was you two? Travis, the Invisible here. I don't think I've listened to Travis in years. You can tell what kind of music people listen to because when they're quoting there, lots of music that they listen to themselves, and they'll know the album covers. So it's nice to see what people are actually listening to as well. So I'm going to blend in a little bit more of that blue as well again, just over the top there. Once we think we're dark enough and we're happy with that, yeah. Again, it hasn't got to be totally uniform and utterly perfect. You've just got to create something that it just looks natural and alive. So I do like that. So we have got a bit of a glow going on there now. I think I'll stop there because I think it's pretty good actually as it is. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is just clean up here a second. I'll just read a few other comments. Maxine's saying, I haven't a clue which album cover, but it looks brilliant. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure about this one. It's something that I kind of listen to quite a lot, and it's a very good album actually. So I'm just going to quickly clean up my mess. Obviously got fingerprints everywhere, so just move that out of the way. Okay, So now the other thing I want to do is, all you need to do is, if you're careful, I'm just going to go in there and just get yourself a baby wipe and just kind of wipe over the, whoops, didn't too much there, I think. Where's my blue gone? Right. Just careful when you're wiping over. You're taking that ink that was on the embossed image. Just I want it to glow a little bit more, so that's good. Okay, cool. Right, next thing we want to do is I'm just going to quickly dry that just a little bit. Ellie's saying it's very dark and moody. Yeah, well, kind of dark and moody, but technically this is going to be I'm going to use this as a Christmas card, so that's my intention anyway. So I think that's starting to look pretty good now. Next thing I want to do is I'll stick this to I've got a card blank here. We're not finished yet, but I've got a card blank, and this is the cardstock I'm using is the Arden cardstock, which is brand new out. Very, very nice. So this is a really nice dark blue. Really, really nice colour. What's this coming? This is coming in the deep tones. This was in deep tones, so this is like a really dark blue. It's not black. I'm not sure whether you can see it on the screen, but it's a gorgeous dark blue, as opposed to a black. Yeah, you can see. There you go. You can see the difference there. Sorry, there you go. Black and blue. Yeah. So you can see that's a very dark blue. Now that's going to be perfect because that will look great on there as well. Again, not too stark, but that's going to look nice. And we're going to add to this as well. So there's a few things we need to do. But I'll put this to one side just for a second because I'm not quite... Yeah, I'll stick this down. We can do this now. And we work the rest on the card itself. So I'll stick this down. Excuse my head in the way there. And just press it down there. There we go. Try to keep your fingers off your project. Nothing worse than having inky fingers on your project. So the next thing I want to do is, well, I actually got to just have another drink. White Christmas album. What is that? I don't know what that is. Pink Floyd, Nirvana. Do you know? Blue Sky, Black Sabbath. Well, I do you know I like so many of the comments. They're absolutely fantastic, and it's none of them. Okay, so that's where we are. Next thing I want to do is I just kind of want on the actual album itself. There's a little bit of a glow going on with the tree. So I will kind of recreate that a little bit. Let's have a look. So I've got some Moonlight White, which is like a pearly, shiny white ink. It's a kind of nice one. And I just want to I want to do a bit of a glow. So I've got like a little brush. This is like I think one of Helen's old makeup brushes. And I'm going to use that. Just see how this looks. I'll just put this here. Sometimes you've got to try it a bit rough first before you do it. Okay, so what I want to do is I just want to kind of go along there and just add. And you probably won't be able to, I'll have to zoom in to see this, but I kind of add in a faux kind of glow to it. And it just adds that little bit more to your project. Just being careful where I'm brushing that now. And again, you can do this yourself at home, which is a really cool. Let's kind of add a little bit of a glow to it, just around the branches of the trees. Just go around in little circular motions. I think we're kind of picking up quite well there. Just blend that in. Yeah, it's starting to definitely glow there. And it's nice. It's very subtle because sometimes you don't need it to be that white against the dark. It doesn't have to be so harsh. And this would look great on those kind of maybe as we're heading towards, you know, the winter months, and you know we've got Halloween and everything approaching. So kind of doing this kind of faux glow thing is a really nice technique to do as well. Again, just kind of adds a little something to your project. So I will zoom in just so you can see a little bit more there. Okay, so you might not be able to see. Oh, you can see it at an angle there. You've got this kind of glow thing going on, and it's very subtle, but it's there. You can definitely see that. So I like that. And it's got that gorgeous kind of shimmery glow. So just zoom out there a second for that. Okay, next thing I want to do is I'm just going to add some grounding to my tree. Simply because I think it needs to have some kind of grounding. So I'm just going to use a white Posca pen, and what we're going to do, just simply draw in a little bit of grounding going on there. Now I know there is some grounding on the album cover as well, so again I'm interpreting what I see or I remember seeing. So we'll see how we get on with there. Now there's also something else that they do have on the album cover. I need a pen to go with this one, right? Okay, so I've got a Jelly Roll white Sakura pen, and James saying, "Phew, it's not my album." Correct, it's not. Good, well done. I'm glad about that. Now here I'm just trying to do it so I can see. Right, okay, I'm doing my upside down. So I'm going to put this around about here. Just kind of get my pen working, okay. I'll probably go over it with my Posca pen, but I'm going to do it lightly first. Again, I'm just creating a bit of a moon going on there. Now, I did it like that so I can go back over that with my pen. Try not to get blobby. Well, I'm loving this. Pippa's joined in as well, saying, "Love this demo, but have to go." Oh, sorry, Pippa. That's good. Beverly Williams is saying, "Matt Summers Flourish." Not heard of that one. And Katrina saying, "Skyforger." These are some of these bands I've never heard of ever. So I'm gonna have to look up some of these now. The Skyforger one sounds really cool. What kind of music is that? Is that rock or kind of something else? Okay. I'm just going to put a bit on the end of there. Right. So just be very careful there. Go around there. So we've got a little bit of a moon going on there. An upside down one for me. Do an upside down. Okay. So we turn that around. Cut these a little bit more this side. I know doing upside down is not quite the same. Right. Okay. Iron Maiden Fierce. This all. Everyone that's coming up with so many different album covers. It's absolutely amazing. I like that. Do you see how cool it is to be able to, everyone sees something completely different, or, you know, it's great. Right, other thing we'll do is going to add in some kind of faux stars here and there. Posca pens are good for this kind of thing as well. I think really cool. Just know when to stop. Right, okay, I think we'll stop there. Stop there for that. Okay, in terms of a sentiment, right, okay. So I have got a sentiment which I was going to put there. Which is with love at Christmas. But do you know what? I'm not actually sure about that now. Do I like that in that colour? That's a good question. Maybe I'll redo that in a darker colour, in a dark blue. Do you know what? I'm thinking of using some of the Arden stock, and I'm going to use that. Right. Decision made. I think personally the black may be a little bit too stark, and that's good because I'm creating this in real time. So I think that colour may be might be better on there. Right, okay, let's do that. So I'll put this to one side just for a second whilst you're imagining what that album cover actually is. And I'm just going to get my Versamark out. And I'm just going to redo this because I think that on there may be a little bit too dark. That's what I'm thinking. So again, it's always nice to be able to kind of do it afterwards. Iron Maiden Fear the Dark, Insomnium. Okay. Does it have a tree on? Does it have Iron Maiden Fear the Dark? Does it have a tree on it? I mean, obviously, you know, if I've got a tree on it, then really it's kind of like, yeah. I'm going to try and do this now. Let's just move this out of the way. Should have my stamping platform, but I'm just excuse my head out of the way in a second. I'm just trying to get this straight, and there we go. And then I'm going to white emboss that. We'll use a piece of this card, piece of that. Right. White. So again, just white embossing powder. Got a few speckles on there, but we'll get rid of them now. But I think the colour, that blue looks better, and it kind of matches everything else. So just get a brush to brush off any excess particles here. Again, use your anti-static pad when you can, or when you remember. Again, I wouldn't worry too much about some of those. Sometimes you're looking for perfection and you just can't get it. It's impossible. Right, okay. Let's heat that up. Now, again, it's a little bit softer than the black, and I think this kind of dark blue, I don't know exactly what the name of that colour is. I'm sure Deirdre will be able to tell me what colour that is. There are now 34 colours in the Arden cardstock. Very, very nice. The A4 is 225 GSM. The 12x12 is 300 GSM. Very, very nice cardstock. The 12x12 is textured on one side. It's got a nice linen texture on one side and smooth on the other. So it's really nice. The A4 is just smooth on both sides, so very, very useful indeed. Again, it's nice weights and nice. The quality is fantastic. Right, I am going to cut this out now. So I need to get my knife, my trusty knife, and my blade. Right. Not very often I'll cut something live on air. Let's do it. So we're just going to line this up as best we can. And I know lots of people use trimmers. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And we'll just see how long that is. And whether we need to cut off any more. I'm just reading the comments now. I think I know what it is. Tamed down using Christmas sentiment. Oh, okay. Is it really? I'd be impressed if you know what it is, Jane. But you can't say it, obviously. That competition's not for you. But maybe, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just think you know. I don't know. This is all very, very good fun. You know, knowing something that other people don't know is always nice. Right. Okay. Just going to trim this a little bit more, just because I'm a perfectionist. And I don't know how good the sound is in here, but my stomach just rumbled, and I'm sure it was like loud enough that you could have possibly heard it. I must be hungry. Do you know what I didn't get this morning? I didn't get a cooked breakfast in bed. Not that I wanted one on my birthday, but you know, I'm only joking. I might have a cooked breakfast at some point. Obviously not a full English breakfast. So those of you who don't know, what does everyone class as a full English? We're talking about food again. I know I'm obsessed with food. What does everyone class as a full English breakfast? Who's going to get what I would call a full English breakfast correct? I always have constant arguments with Helen and the girls as to what constitute the a full English breakfast. And to me, anybody who puts a hash brown on a full English breakfast, no, I'm sorry. I mean, I like hash brown, don't get me wrong, but that is, for me, that's not part of an cooked English breakfast. Right, okay, so got the sentiment here now. I've trimmed it down a bit. It's, again, I think you can probably see the difference in the colour there. Yeah, it's not as harsh, but I think that just works better than that one. That one's that's too black. So that's what I've put to one side. I wanted something that will go with it. And it'll just work just right. I think that would be perfect with that. Let's just zoom out just a touch there. So that is looking good. And again, we're going to put the center on there. Again, sometimes you do not have to do anything too complicated. And I think Jane's saying teasing. Yes, I know. So yeah, I do like adding those things on there. This is what you would call quite a simplistic card, but sometimes those things can be quite effective. Now, sometimes just going to go over. Sometimes if you want to go over your work, do it. Just just make sure that you're happy with it before you send it out. So yeah, I'm liking that. Again, simple, and that tree looks great. It would make a good Christmas card, and I think that works as a winter card, definitely. Right, let's get some glue. We're talking about glue now. So of course I'm using my trusty pin flare glue. Do you know what? I looked the other day and I think I've got about 4 tubes on the go at the same time, which is crazy. Fantastic glue. I know it comes with syringes and everything, but I never personally use the syringes, simply because I don't think I need to use those. So we'll just take that off there. We'll turn it over. Now, if you wanted it flat, you could do it flat, but I'm going to have this slightly raised because everything else on the card is flat. Right, okay, Hazel's really going for it now. What we've got here, Hazel? Sausage, egg, bacon, fried bread, mushrooms, tomatoes. You're missing, I think well, it's pretty good, that is. That's not bad, Hazel. I know you may not like it, but you're missing, I would say, You're missing the black pudding. I know, controversial. Black pudding's very controversial. Some people say definitely not. I would never touch that. Yeah, I would say black puddings would definitely be on the full English. Fried bacon. Oh yeah, you've probably got, yeah, it's pretty much there. Bacon, yeah. I think Hazel did say bacon. Let's have a look at this now. So let's put this on here. I'll just get my slightly inky finger off there. Right, okay, so we'll place this here. And we want to make sure that that works with what we're doing. Again, now I've got a slightly longer on one side than the other. I may want to just stretch that out just a little bit more. Maybe we can pass the pen with that one. Just take that out a little bit more there. Hazel saying, not the dreaded black pudding. I know. It's. Some people have never had it, and and just would never eat it. Until you tried it, you can't say whether you like it or you don't like it. It's one of those things. Katrina saying, is that the same thing? No to the black pudding. I know. Well, it's like having sprouts on your Christmas dinner. I'm not a lover of sprouts, but I will have one with my Christmas dinner. How is that looking, everybody? Again, it's simple, it's effective, and it's drawn that eye in, and it has got that kind of glow that's going on there. Now that is my recreation of an album cover. If you can guess what that album is, then maybe get a prize. Failing that, I will say this now. I will choose somebody at random who gave the most obscure album cover ever. We'll pick somebody just because it's fun. So if you don't get it right, don't worry. It's all fun. It's all part of what we're creating here. And thank you for that. Again, it's a great set. I actually, have I got a card? I don't think I've got a card here. I think there. See that card there? That's created with the same set. Let me just grab that for you. I'll show you it now. So how cool is that? See, look. See, this is with the same set. So that is created not using a big tree. That's using those layered trees. Very, very cool indeed. Obviously stamped it in the purple first with the other trees, and then put those black ones on top, and it gives it that perspective that you're really, really after. Again, one set, but so many different ways you can use it. Again, I like that. Great for autumn, Halloween, winter, Christmas. I've used it for Christmas there. Again, it's one of those all-rounders that you should definitely have in your stash at some point, because look how cool they do look together. Totally different. Again, one of my firm favorites. You know when you love something, you go, I just love using this all the time. It's so useful. Love that one. So if you can guess what the album cover is, we'll give you to the weekend, over the weekend, see if you can guess what that album cover is. Whoever does guess it correctly will obviously win a prize. And we'll get that sent to you, not a problem. We've still got, I think, last week's prize to go out. The only reason being is that it would have gone out earlier this week. I was sending out the prize plus the project I made last week, but my car broke down. I know. My car broke down on the way to Redditch on Tuesday, so that was not much fun. What a waste of a morning that was, being towed all the way from near Birmingham all the way back down to Wales. A nightmare. So there's something wrong with the car. It's like some kind of filter. I don't know what it is, but I'm not mechanically minded. I know where the petrol goes and the oil, and you know, that's about it really. I don't know a lot more about cars. I wish I did. Very complicated. I can't do that. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'm just going to read Cat Stevens. Do you see how many different genres of music is coming through here? Cat Stevens, we've got U2, we've got so many. It's unbelievable. So if you can guess, let's have a look at it again once more. So if you can guess what this album inspiration is, what the album was that I was inspired to make this card with, then you will definitely be the first to win the prize. If not, we will pick somebody random as per normal, and you will get a prize. I don't know what it is, but that's what surprise is all about. So thank you so much for watching, everybody, and take care. I am off to Peterborough tomorrow to look at something very interesting. You may see some shots of that coming up in the next month or so. So keep your eyes peeled and we'll keep you informed. So thank you once again for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. See you next week. Same time, same place. Take care now.